He needs to dive on the flight that one more time to regain another possession. See what it results in here.
Spinning into the lane, pushing a left-handed shot to beat the buzzer. Shooting at 80% from two-point territory as he moves to 14 points in the game as Alpha Diallo rocks the rim to move to 19 with that two-fisted flush.
Fenerbahce doing a good job of preventing it, but right there, there's a big play. Hayes Davis now.
Off the iron, extra touch again. Ken Birch, outstanding job. The extra bite to the cherry sees Nigel Hayes Davis secure his own miss. Dominance on the offensive boards being demonstrated by Nigel Hayes Davis and Fenerbahce Beko Istanbul. Devon Hall, step back three, counted, and you have a sense of destiny. Equaling their largest lead of the game, and we are in crunch time, but as things stand, well, the game out of reach of AS Monaco, but that makes things more interesting. But Nigel Hayes Davis completes the reception. Daniel Tice coming to double team. Wade Baldwin drops it off with a baseline bounce pass. Tariq Baburovic off the front iron.
Shot, got the rebound, now Mike James.
Strazel steps into a three, rattles around the rim, but he's fouled in the act of shooting and will go to the free throw line.
Because he held his ground. We see that replay one more. If you're going towards the shooter, the other thing is the shooter's coming towards the defender. Not a good call. That has to be re-looked again.
So Mike James pulls up over Ken Birch off the front iron. Terrific offensive rebound, Matthew Strazel. Mike James steps into his three-pointer, clangs off the side iron, and we are in the Final Four. 22 points in the semi-final win. Magnificent Herculean effort from Alpha Diallo. But all he can do now.
Again, Mike James trying to direct traffic to go one-on-one.
Down.
That's the play right there.
Dishes to Matthew Strazel, who connects from three-point territory. A big bucket.
With 5 points down.
Goodrich driving, slapped against the backboard by Daniel Tice. What's the call? Now they're asking for basket interference. Ejected from the game after picking up an unsportsmanlike foul to go with his earlier tech. Alpha Diallo has fouled out with 5 fouls.
Makes this, you feel a little bit more confident about your chances to win this game and not let Monaco get back in with a couple threes.
One-on-one down in the lane, gets all the way to the goal and can't find a finish. He's asking for the foul. So Goodrich giving himself running room against Daniel Tice. He's playing with 3 fouls, sidestep 3. Oh, and he drills it right into the eye of Daniel Tice. Right into the eye of Daniel Tice to give his team a double-digit lead with a minute remaining. 10 points the advantage for Fenerbahce Beko Istanbul. And the celebrations beginning in earnest here at the Etihad Arena. Although Nigel Hayes Davis turning the basketball over, dispossessed by Jerome Blossom Games. Strazel sees a seam, attacks,
just keep Sergio Llull just going back, making the big shots in the big moments. Goodrich has done it a couple times in his fourth quarter. For young kids to watch Hayes Davis, man, he put his body on the line this whole game.
A prayer to be answered from the basketball gods, and something calamitous to befall Fenerbahce as Mike James driving on Goodrich, lots of contact, no foul call, air ball, and that is the basketball game. It's a 2-on-1 opportunity.
You saw Goodrich just hit Yasikevich in the head a couple times, man, and get back for all the times you've been yelled at all season long. This is the perfect moment for it. And you see the emotion right there. And the process doesn't change from Nigel Hayes Davis. Goes through his little talk, little kiss on the right wrist, and drills another free throw, perfect from the line.
11 out of 11 for Nigel Hayes Davis, 20 points in the game. Daniel Tice with a consolation bucket. The clock continues to tick as Fenerbahce edge ever closer. Oh, that's
look at Nigel Hayes going to get 3. Look at Melly with tears on the bench.
Just looking to maintain order. Nigel Hayes Davis, 11 out of 11 from the free throw line. The game's high scorer with 20 points in the game. Made a dozen more in this game alone. Nicolo Meili overcome with emotion. What a performer he has been across the course of the Final Four.
It's just the season that accumulates in this right here, in this moment. Look at, Saras, we know how emotional he was when he won with Zalgiris in 3rd place. Just the load of emotion. Watching the rest of his team in tears. James pulling up.
And Mike James gets the 3-pointer to 4. And Mike James gets the 3-pointer to 4. That'll make things a little more or less uncomfortable on the scoreboard. But what a wonderful moment between those two iconic figures as they share an embrace. But Fenerbahce Beko Istanbul fashion a famous victory in Abu Dhabi to take the EuroLeague title. And just look at what it means to everybody clad in the yellow and blue from the team of the Asian side of the Bosphorus Strait in Istanbul. In a hard-fought physical encounter, it is Fenerbahce